ANC leaders contributed to divisions within MK, says Ramaphosa. This is the time for the truth. It is the time to be honest, and truth must be told if we are going to unite our movement and move forward. African National Congress leaders have not done much to unite former uMkhonto MK combatants and have actually contributed to deepening divisions between the two warring groups, Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa said on Saturday. As leadership of the ANC, we must accept that we have not taken up the challenge to unite the MK. In fact, if we are to be honest, we have also contributed to the divisions plaguing the MK, Ramaphosa said to applause from MK National Council Conference delegates in Johannesburg. This is the time for the truth. It is the time to be honest, and truth must be told if we are going to unite our movement and move forward, he said. The former soldiers had sacrificed their lives for South Africans and could not be undermined or ignored. We need to do more. We cannot achieve lasting unity in the ANC if the former soldiers are not united. We want you to be united and work tirelessly to forge that unity. The MK cannot be wished away from the life of the ANC, they cannot be airbrushed out of this painting that we think we are putting together. You have a role to play, as you have always had in the ANC and our liberation struggle. In the face of rampant corruption and allegations of state capture, the ANC now needed courageous cadres to speak out against any wrongdoing. We need cadres who will resist temptation to be corrupted or even to be captured. Not only should they have the courage to confront bullets from the enemy, but confront malpractices, such as corruption and patronage, that have penetrated our movement. Some say we should not talk about these things because by doing so we blemish our own movement. But our people know where we are, and by not speaking out we're deceiving our people. We need to talk about what is happening so that we can correct the wrong things happening in our ranks. And I believe that is why you are all here, Ramaphosa said. Divisions and factionalism within the ANC has seen the former soldiers splitting into two groups, the uMkhonto Military Veterans Association, and the MK Council. The MK Council is led by a steering committee consisting of former combatants, including Deputy Justice and Correctional Services Minister Abang Makwetla and former MK Chief of Staff and former South African National Defence Force SAND, Chief Sizwe Mayanda. President Jacob Zuma's staunch supporter Kebi Mafatso, who had chaired the MK, was elected its president at a conference in June. Zuma addressed the conference. The MK Council withdrew from the conference at the 11th hour after initially agreeing to participate and forge a united MK veterans organization. The two warring organizations claim to represent the interests of the former MK soldiers, but are yet to form a united front. The MK Council wants the June conference annulled, saying it was fraudulent and sowed divisions among the former soldiers. Mayanda criticized Zuma for addressing an illegitimate conference and accused him of sowing divisions by choosing which conferences to attend. Earlier, Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa told delegates at the uMkhonto MK National Council Conference on Saturday that he was told not to speak at the conference as that would deem him factional. I was told, Deputy President, by going to the MK Council Conference you would be seen as factional. My response was that I have never been factional in my life. I became a member and leader in various formations from COSATU, Congress of South African Trade Unions, right through to the time I was elected Secretary General of the African National Congress. I have always known and understood that the task of a leader is to unite various views of the movement they lead, and I see that as my abiding task, Ramaphosa said. He did not mention who warned him not to appear at the conference. Ramaphosa said he was following in the footsteps of ANC leaders such as Moatland and was honored to be at the MK conference with him. Moatland's presence at the conference did not deem him a factional leader, he said. Divisions and factionalism within the ANC have seen the former soldiers splitting into two groups, the uMkhonto Military Veterans Association, and the MK Council. The MK Council is led by a steering committee consisting of former combatants, including Deputy Justice and Correctional Services Minister Thabang Makwetla and former MK Chief of Staff and former South African National Defence Force (SANDF) Chief Sizwe Lyanda. President Jacob Zuma's staunch supporter Kebi Mafatso, who had chaired the Mkhiva, was elected its president at a conference in June. Zuma addressed that Mkhiva conference. The MK Council withdrew from the conference at the 11th hour after initially agreeing to participate and forge a united MK veterans organization. The two warring organizations claim to represent the interests of the former MK soldiers, but are yet to form a united front. The MK Council wants the June conference annulled, saying it was fraudulent and sowed divisions among the former soldiers. Nyanda criticized Zuma for addressing an illegitimate conference and accused him of sowing divisions by choosing which conferences to attend.